As 2021 has come to a close, we can only reflect back at what has been one of the most incredible property markets we've seen in decades. Right across the country, just like here in Cairns, we've witnessed significant market growth in prices and in sales volume. Obvious factors such as record low interest rates, border restrictions, no international travel, rent prices increasing, interstate migration to our glorious far north Queensland location has been a factor which has created a seller's market. Throughout most of the 4870 postcodes, in the city postcodes, we've seen a sharp, consistent rise throughout all of 2021, which seemed to taper off around September and level out towards the end of last year. On average, 15 to 17% median price growth in the 4870 postcodes. Interestingly, the beaches followed a similar path. However, when it came to September, the market accelerated again. This is quite common towards the end of the year with people transferring up here. 20 to 25% market growth in the Cairns beaches of last year, which is absolutely incredible. Predominantly in the 700 to 1 million plus price range, fueled by the southern market relocating up here. Surprisingly and rather concerningly, we've noticed a number of those sales back on the market within months of settlement. The reports are many of the buyers moved up here because they bought sight unseen and didn't like what they saw in person, and or are moving back down south for various reasons. So what can we expect in 2022? Well, most reports are that the significant growth and activity that we saw in 2021 will start to taper off. I think the demand is still really high at the moment, but nowhere near as strong as it was in 2021. There are a few factors in play as well. We have a federal election coming up in May, and predominantly the market tends to slow with that anyway, with the uncertainty. Interest rates are also set to rise. We've got APRA who are going to be implementing new lending criteria, which will slow the market down as well. Once the vendors realise the market's starting to slow, we'll see a significant amount of new listings coming to market when people are trying to pick the very top of the market. So this is going to increase the supply and it's going to feed the demand. Also, international borders are now open. People are starting to travel again or saving to travel later in the year when things start to settle down. That means less money for deposits. So I think now is really a really great time to sell if you're looking at that. My guess is that it's unlikely property prices will drop in the low to medium range. I think that's quite strong. However, that southern buying frenzy in that upper range, predominantly beaches and your executive homes, will start to taper off during 2022. When will this all happen though? Well, that's $1 million question. It's starting to show signs a little early, but it's really hard to gauge because there's so many factors in play at the moment which are slowing things down. I mean, the kids are not back at school yet. There's a 2-week extension. A lot of people are in quarantine as well because of the rising COVID cases here in Cairns, which is limiting people going out, buying and looking at properties. So we've just got to monitor what happens through the course of January, and I can report back to you at my end of January report. But I tell you what, all sorts of things are happening at the moment. If we can get through this, we can get through absolutely anything. But if you are thinking of selling in 2022 and not sure whether to pull the trigger now or wait till later in the year, I'm here to assist. A smart move would be to get a fresh market update on the value of your property right now and discover where that demand sits, so then you can make an informed decision of when to sell. And that's where I come in, and I'd love to help. One of the services that I love to provide is to create an in-depth market report for your particular property, which will help you make some decisions of what to do, whether to come to market or whether to hold back. It's free, it's informative, and I can send it straight to your phone. Literally SMS or email me your property address, and me and my team will get that out to you in due course. Well, thank you very much for watching. My name is Carl Latham, your property market expert here in Cairns, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.